Good evening, super friends, and welcome to the washed out hour of the Sacred News and Weather. Today is July 24th. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening, and I'm coming in late today, just eking this message in before I go and hang out with my kids who have been anxiously awaiting my company. Not really, they're in front of a screen. But mom is anxiously awaiting turning their brains off of the scramble and hanging out with her kids. So, I'm here. I'm coming in with what will likely be a quick message. I don't have anything particularly premeditated. And when I say premeditated, I don't, I literally mean premeditated. Did it come in meditation or is it coming spontaneously? I don't have anything for us in this moment. I've had a very busy day. I can see my necklace. I need to make a wish. I'm going to fix that. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to remind you to take what resonates and leave the rest behind, and know that these messages are timeless. So whether you're tuning in real time on Friday, July 24th, or at a later date, know that if you're tuning in, there's probably going to be something here for you. But if you're not seeing yourself, go ahead and turn me off and try again. There are many messages down below. There will be more to come. Without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and close my eyes and see what wants to come. It's interesting. I'm hearing a phrase that is definitely not mine, therefore I know it's coming from the collective. I'm hearing, well, it's coming from spirit, but it's coming directly related to energy and the collective. I'm hearing the phrase, your samskara is coming to a close, or like the samskara is ending. And samskara is not a word that I often use in my work in the world. I have a deep understanding of it, but it's not a word that I often use. And essentially it is your soul's imprint. It can be positive or negative, meaning like your soul can evolve through many lifetimes with the samskara of being a healer, and you can turn up as a healer and embody your samskara in any lifetime that you enter into, including this one. Samskara can also be like a much harder identity. It's like an ego identity. It's a soul energy that needs to be worked through. And the feeling that I have right now is something that you have been carrying, an imprint that you have been carrying for many, many lifetimes, is actually about to be healed and come to a close. And what I'm hearing about this energy, what I'm hearing about this frequency now, is that some of you have been deeply identifying with a feeling as your identity rather than your true soul's identity underneath that. And the healer one is coming forward simply because I know that I've had many lifetimes as a healer, and I think that spirit was trying to show me that the I don't want to say danger, because I'm not big into those scary words here, but the complexity of identifying so closely with the identity of healer that everything else, the truth of who you are underneath that ego identity, actually takes over and runs the show, to not to the benefit of your beingness, but actually to the detriment of your beingness. So this is one of those places where like a healer could be a beautiful identity that many of you in this collective might have, but we're being invited to look and see where that ego identity, where that identity is, that imprint is leading us as if it is our only truth, and to look underneath it to see what else is there, to come over the top of it to see what else might be there for you, so that you can really expand into the truth of who you are and really allow this identity that has, maybe served you in some point in your life, and often will serve you and may continue to serve you, but it is not the only identity that you're being invited to look at now. You're being invited to look at your whole divine and magical human self here. And right now I'm seeing that some of you have a very narrow focus. So the healer term came up, but there's also another identity that I'm seeing. And for many of you, some of you, most of you, all of you, I don't know, but some of you are going to identify with this, where you have been more identified with your pain and your fear than you have with your whole self. And I can see where some of you have been moving through deep pain, many of you for most of this lifetime, but it is the kind of pain, it is the samskara pain, it is the kind of pain that you have carried forward through many, many lifetimes. And the good news is that what I'm seeing here right now is like, I don't know if there's a portal that is today or if there's a portal that's coming. I know the 8-8 portal, the Lionsgate portal, which I'm going to confess, I don't know how much I buy into the Lionsgate portal. Sometimes these portals, I like, I'm like, okay, maybe they've been here for a long time and maybe they're usable, but I always have this sense of like numerology based on the Julian calendar. I'm like, it's a little sketch. But anyway, I'm bringing that forward, but I'm also bringing forward the idea and the feeling that there is a portal that's happening right now where whatever identity that you have been holding as your whole truth is about to be dissolved, and you are about to expand into a much fuller, much more spacious, much more open and loving form of yourself. I can see where it's almost like your whole being has been masked in whatever your identity is. And for some of you, I'm just gonna like tell you what I'm hearing for some of you. For some of you, the pain body is really, really forward, that you are identified fully with your pain, and it's allowing you to believe that you are dark or darkness, or that this is your karma, and that is a lie. And I can see where that is actually like dissolving. There's something about today, there's something about the energy of today and in the weeks to come that this identity is dissolving. But I'm also hearing things like the good mother, I'm hearing healer, I'm hearing identities that we might normally associate as something positive, like, oh yes, it's very good to be a good mother. But if you are so identified with the idea of being a good mother, that anything that falls outside the realm of good mother, or what your wounding is around the idea of good mother, can actually take over the driving the bus that is your beingness. And I can see where being focused on being a good mother might have you neglecting the rest of your whole self. It might be, you might be neglecting your spiritual self, you might be neglecting your relationship, your marriage, your partnerships, you might be neglecting your work in the world because you are identifying too closely with the role of the good mother, the healer. Fear, I'm hearing like the fear feels related to childhood wounding. Some of you are deeply enmeshed with fear from childhood, and it is preventing you from stepping into your full self. It's like the fear is running the show, and it is keeping you, it's like keeping you safe, which is what we want to do, right? It's what our beautiful nervous system tries to do. It tries, when fear is moving through us, we want to be safe, we want to prevent ourselves from making the same mistakes over and over again. And I can see where the fear is keeping you from your expansion here. It's keeping you from taking a new job, it's keeping you from taking a new role in the job that you're in. It's keeping you from like moving in with your partner or starting a family. Like I can see where the fear, the identity of fear and keeping yourself safe as an individual is really limiting where it is that you could possibly go in the world. And there's something about the frequency of today, there's something about the frequency of the coming weeks. I'm mad that I'm seeing 8-8, because I'm like, I don't want to have buy-in into this, but I'm seeing 8-8, 808. I'm seeing those numbers, 0808. I'm seeing those numbers. So I'm just going to tell you that somewhere between now and the 8th of August, in this energy frequency, something is going to shift for you. Even if Dana doesn't want to believe in Lionsgate portals and anything about that, I'm telling you, I'm the vessel. I'm here to tell you what I'm seeing. So I'm going to give you that, and I'm going to be quiet for a minute to see if there's anything else that wants to come forward. No, only the reminder that the way you have thought of yourself, the way you have been thinking of yourself, the way you have been moving through the world, it's almost as if it's like it's not even something you have to do. It's like some energy is being lifted, something is being shifted, it is being done for you, or you have done the work up until this point in your life. You have done the work needed, you've done the healing. There's something that is completing today and in the coming weeks that is going to allow you to much more easily step into the place that you are meant to go, to step into the next iteration of your soul's work in the world, to bring that still point at the center of your beingness, to bring you more deeply connected with your divinity in your messy human here in your heart center. There's something about the frequency of today that is allowing you to open into this new expanded version of you. And that is what I have. I'm going to ask you to please, my dog is growling at something. I think she's growling at the wind or a car driving by. I'm going to ask you to please like and share and subscribe and hype and tell your friends, and come and join me again, hopefully here tomorrow. Have a beautiful evening. Bye-bye.